if you want to get Amazon brand registry, which you need, oh, that's my tea coming back up my throat, kind of gross, which you need to protect your brand on Amazon. And Amazon, as I've mentioned a few times now, is favoring brands and people what go about building brands because that's just their business model. So if you want to get brand registry, then you will need a trademark for your brand. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can trademark your brand, of course, but let's just go into Australia and let's just pick IP Australia. So here's where you get your trademarks in Australia. I think from memory it's like 250, 300 bucks. I can't remember the exact amount I paid, but it's really, really good. Unlike America, where it's like 700 or 800 US dollars and takes 7 or 8 months. Here it was 250 or 300 bucks. I can't remember the exact amount, and it took no time at all. Okay, so quick shout out to IP Australia for doing such a cool job. Go you Aussies. And you can trademark your name or your logo. All right, so that's two different things you can actually get a mark against, and then you can use either of those to go and apply for brand registry. You may not be aware of this, but brand registry is now in Australia too, so you can get brand registered in Australia, which is bloody brilliant, which tells us, of course, that they are building out their infrastructure in downtown Australia, which we knew they would anyway. All right, so you need that. So what's the best way of doing it? Well, it all depends on your strategy. For me, what I do is my seller name on Amazon. That's the client-facing seller name. So what have we got here? Let's just do some random search. What have we got here? That'll do. Pelican stuff. So that's your seller name here. Pelican, or whatever it may be. Let's just click into this. So here's your seller name, which of course is different from, that's your forward-facing name that you put into Amazon, which is different from your actual business name, okay? So they're different things. So it all depends on what your strategy is. For me, I'm going to want to brand my individual brand names, of course, and get a logo or a mark, trademark for each of those through IP Australia or wherever it may be. So were it me, I would definitely have a generic business name, and then for each of my brands through brand registry, I would then have a very specific brand name that I can utilize to sell those products, and then you can have multiple different brand names under one seller account. So you can only have one seller account, but you can have multiple different brand names under that seller account. That's a terrible example actually, but you guys get the idea. Sandra says 250 bucks if you use the pick list. All right, that's awesome. Thanks so much for that, Sandra. So 250 bucks to get yourself your trademark, which also, by the way, I am told, now I haven't done this, but I am told reliably by a couple of people within the Aussie online entrepreneurs who are doing very, very well, that your mark in Australia also will get you brand registry in America as well. So you can use the mark, which is cheaper to get and faster to get, that you get here in Oz, and then you can use that mark to get brand registry in America too. So I assume if that's the case, then you can also use that mark to get brand registry in the UK and in any other marketplace you sell in, which is phenomenally good news. Now, I have not done that, but I am reliably informed by some folks who I trust within the AOE community who are doing great stuff that you can do that, which is awesome. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.